Hey guys, we're back with our Final Fantasy IX Let's Play. Last time we explored a little bit more of Lindblum, decided to play Dagger a visit, found out she was missing, and then decided to look for her by stealing a guard's uniform. So let's go right on back into it. Just waltz right past the dude now. He's not blocking your way, it's kind of annoying. And it automatically goes up and does everything for you. Now here's what I never understood either. He takes off the outfit, but why doesn't he just keep it on? And what happens when someone finds, like, a guard uniform just at the bottom of the elevator shaft? See, here's the thing. It tricks you. You see him, but he's moving, but he's somewhat asleep. And anytime you try to get closer, and it's an actual line of sight too, which I think is cool. Instead of just like this line directly there. No idea what this machine does. No idea why this dude doesn't, you know, like report me or anything. It's just there. Impressive though. Up here, again, those guards do nothing, and we move up here for an FMV. Again, about most of the entire voice acting of the game, right here. Look at that voice, or that lip movement. Slightly anticlimactic, but whatever. Completely cut straight to the chase. How did you get up here? And then it's just awkward between them. And it stays awkward between them. So he tries to break the tension more by going to the telescope. Now here's your chance to get a little more acquainted with the King Ed Plains, the place underneath the mist from Lindblum. There's a swamp, which we're gonna head to eventually. Over there are the mountains. They're dividing Lindblum and Burmecia. The South Gate is still in shambles. A river dividing the entire plains. You can walk along the river and you'll be at the South Gate. A forest with a chocobo near it. How he can see the chocobo is beyond me. And the mountains dividing Lindblum and Alexandria. Jellifish just, how's the view? And she just goes into her inner monologue. And he's like, the view's good, I guess? She's feeling down on herself because of all this. And she tries to figure out, why did you come anyway? And it's like, I actually, you know, ditched Tentalis. Apparently it's not that much of a big deal. And she brings up, how are you going to kidnap me? Sleeping weed. It's kind of just like the sleep agent. It's usually for kids, but a decent enough dose can knock anyone out. So she asked for it because she's been having trouble sleeping. No, it's slightly addictive, but still. He tries to get into her bed, yada yada. Ken tries to break the tension. Yeah, I totally didn't just ask to get in your bed. Let's just keep going. So she brings up the song, doesn't know where she's heard it, doesn't know how she knows it, but she just sings it whenever she's feeling bad. So he has to hear it again. And then it just quickly cuts to everyone else, Steiner looking through Trigu's armor shop, when someone brings up something about Brain about to launch a war. So he tries to go to her defense, because he's a noble knight and all, but... yeah. He tries to hide it, because he realizes that's really stupid. But he can't recommend any good armor either, obviously. And two children using those mini royal action figures I was telling you about. Two kids just fighting with each other. And it sees Vivi and he's just... what? And then he starts going in personal reflection. Going on about the Black Mages. Then Freya! Realizing something's about to go down, she just doesn't know what. Wanting to find her special someone that left a long time ago. Then Sid! It's just kinda like the intro reflection of everyone. But they find out that the steam engine's just... it's not running right for the new airship. His mind's just wonky as an oglop. Then they're back. And then he brings up the airship cruise. Huh? Oh, shit. Just when they were connecting to, he pisses her off. So he decides, hey, I'll threaten my life. That'll get her to change her mind. Our hero, everybody. So they make a deal that if he wins the Festival of the Hunt, they go on a date. So then it cuts right to the Festival of the Hunt. They're looking at the creatures, explaining about the festival, and they're ready to go. Now they have to wait for the signal to release all the end, and... yeah... they accidentally released the fangs too early. So they decide, yeah, so just release them now, before they let the big guy loose. So fangs are out, moos go out, you know, all really weak level monsters, but unless you're trained in fighting at all, they could probably kill you really easily. Then there's the main bridge, where a breeder overlooks his work. And he's getting glowed out of it. He's like, I can't stop him. And then they release the Zagul. That's the big baddie of this competition. Then it cuts to the castle, where everybody's gathered for the festival. The princess is going to go and watch it with Steiner's protection. Freya's going to be entering. Zidon's going to be entering, obviously, since he's got the date with Dagger. Basically, we can go around Lindblom, and anytime we see a monster, we attack it, we kill it, we get points. Obviously, Zagul's worth the most points, but we just have to beat everybody. We have 12 minutes. So we all get to choose our rewards. Zidon's asks for Gil. Freya takes an add-on, like a ring. And asks Vivi. He's like, I never signed up for this. You're bullshitting me. So Zidon says, oh yeah, I signed you up. You don't need to thank me. Our hero, ladies and gentlemen. So he makes a deal with Vivi. How about if you win, I'll fix you up with a date with Dagger. So he screams out, me and the princess, and Steiner immediately jumps to her defense. So Vivi decides, I'll just take a card. I haven't really got into the card game on this yet, and we'll get into that later, but right now, we only control Zidane. And there's more than just us three. You'll see random names popping up everywhere too. Now, there's two ways we could do this. Either A, we could just do our best and let Zidane win, which is pretty much the way we're going to do it. And that's the way to get a quote-unquote perfect game. But another way to do it is, during one battle, you and Freya team up. And if you let Freya get the kill, she gets the points. And you can get the add-on from her, which is going to be very useful. It's a very useful add-on. It's decent power, it gives decent stats, and it makes you immune to electric attacks. Which is really useful, especially for later on. But it's not needed, and we're probably just going to have Zidane win. So it cuts to the crowd. What a turnout. But somehow they see the entire town from up there. So Steiner starts cheering for Vivi. And Vivi starts running for his life. Steiner just cheers him on with all his heart, because I don't know. Apparently Vivi's doing pretty good. And then the countdown starts, 12 minutes. And it's just like the timer... Where else was there a timer? I can't remember. But it's just like the timer before. Even in menus and even in battle transitions, the timer still counts down. Oh, and it's also auto game over if your character is KO'd. Thought I should mention that. Please don't go into trance. See, I like the ogre. It looks nice. Very curvy. And this is when all that training really pays off, because you can easily one-hit everything. So we have 11 points now. It's very hard to determine... Let's get this Trick Sparrow. And randomly, other points will pop up and say, oh, this so-and-so is in the lead. With so-and-so points. Damn it. Now some random dude named Ivan is in the lead. I don't know, I love the Festival of the Hunt. I wish it was repeatable. Like you could train up doing it, but it's not, unfortunately. One-time deal. I also just love how the music, it just gets you so pumped. It's just like the music in Evil Force. Like you hear this, you realize, oh shit, I better get on the road. Or I better get moving. Back in the lead. Freya's in the lead now. Come on. Okay, we're close enough to trance now. And I really don't want to go through the entire trance animation and trance attacks on some puny little wimp monster. So... Freya's back in the lead. What are you doing here, old man? So we're gonna take the air cab to the business district. So I've always imagined the view from the air cab flying over the city and just seeing monster after monster going down by dozens of people. This battle's pretty much unavoidable, which is slightly annoying, but whatever. Damn it! Oh, come on, please don't go into trance. Come on, don't go into trance. Thank God. Which is also the only time these battle set pieces go in, which is nice. I like battling in Limbo. Oh shit. Damn it! Come on, don't go into trance. I want to save trance for the Zangool, but... so that way it's just an easy knockout. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Yes! Alright. Huh. See, sometimes I can't remember what the requirements are. I think it has to be like under 5 minutes or something. When you go here, you'll see Vivi running across being chased by a Fang. Speaking of Fang, there's one over there, but we don't want to deal with him. Now, you may think I'm wasting time just running around in circles here, but trust me, it'll all pay off. I am falling behind in the points. Alright, 4 minutes. Now that it's under 4 minutes, if we head up here. We find the big guy. And look, he's attacking the kids from before! It's a useless plot point! So Freya comes in to lend a hand. Freya agrees to let Zidane win if he wants to. Now here, you get to control both of them. It's the first time you also get Freya in battle. And again, this is where you sway the entire thing, because this thing's worth like hundreds of points. The one that kills this is the one that wins, hands down. You see, they even give you Freya in the back row, so her attacks are weak. As if to prove that that's just the way she is. That she shouldn't be the one to kill it. But again, if you make Freya kill the Zangool, you get the add-on, which is very useful. Freya's other power is jump, which... yeah... she jumps in the air, and after a turn or two, she spears down. It does decent damage, but I don't know. Come on, attacks it on. Thank you! And now that we have the Ogre, we also have Shift Break. Freya will just act as the healer. And that was easy. That's why I wanted to save Trance. That's also why all that training really pays off. 96 points, so we have 169 points. So, we could pretty much do nothing and win this competition. We could just sit here and do nothing. But because I'm paranoid as hell, we'll just knock out whatever tiny monsters are in our way now. Because the Zagul, usually, whoever kills the Zagul is the winner. Hands down. Even more in the lead. And I won't say our gil reward won't be bad. It's a decent amount of gil. It's just, it all depends on how you want to continue on later on in the game. Like, there is, if you get the Coral Ring, which is Freya's prize, the add-on, there is a point we're gonna be coming up to eventually that allows you to pretty much power grind and power level. And the Coral Ring does nothing but make it easier. But again, it's not really needed. It's just a little riskier without it. Which, I'll touch on the power leveling, but we won't do it all that much, because I don't want you to think power grinding is the only way, or power leveling is the only way to win. Or the only way to make it anywhere in the game. But we just, time's up. Oh look, it's Vivi, being chased by a Fang. Time's up, he's going to die. And Zidane wins. And I think we'll just cut it off there. Next time we come back, we get our prize for the Festival of the Hunt, and our next plot point to move on. We'll see you next time on Let's Play of Final Fantasy IX.